Myself, Pathare Niruddhi, from Rabadur Narayana Borakke College, Srirampur, District Ahmednagar State, Maharashtra, conducted by Rayat Shikshan Samstha. Today, we will learn 11th Science Physics, topic number 11, electric current through conductors, and our subunit, cells in parallel. Now, at the last time we have seen cells arranged in a series, then what will be its equivalent EMFs across the series combination. And in series combination, when cells are arranged in series, the equivalent EMFs or voltages will get in increase. That is 1.5 volt, 1.45 volt are arranged in series, then its equivalent resistance will get, EMFs or voltages will get 3 volt. That is, cells are arranged in series, then the combination is equal to the sum of individuals EMFs of all cells. However, today we will learn cells in parallel. Now suppose this is one of the cell, consists of positive terminal, negative terminal, another cells which are connected parallel to the first cells is like it. Now this is the positive terminal, negative terminal of second cells. Suppose this is first cells of EMF E1, this is the second cells of EMF E2. Now they are connected in parallel, means the positive terminal of cell E1 and positive terminal of E2 are connected together. Also the negative terminals of E1 and negative terminals of E2 are connected together. And now suppose they form a point is B1, here also point B2. That is, across points B1 and B2, the two cells are connected in parallel combinations. And now the current flowing through each of the cells is I1, here second cells I2, and now the potentials is at this point Vb1, at this point Vb2. Potentials at these 2 points Vb1, Vb2 respectively. In a parallel connection, the current is divided among the branches, that is I1 and I2 are flowing through each of the branch. Then the potential difference across it is also developed. So we can write for the first cells, the potential difference across cell E1, that is across the terminals, potential difference across its terminals. So you can write this potential difference across the terminals V is equal to Vb1 minus Vb2. Potential difference is Vb1 minus Vb2. Now the EMFs also we can write by Ohm's law, V equal E minus IR. So also here we can write across the Vb1 is E1 minus E1 minus I1 R1. That is, R1 is the internal resistance of cell E1. So therefore, potential V equal E1 minus I1 R1. Now this is suppose the equation number 1. Also we can write, if we take the I1 R1 on the other sides, then I1 R1 is equal to E1 minus V. I1 R1 is equal to E1 minus V, or also we can write I1 is equal to E1 minus V upon R1. So this is the value of current I1 flowing through the cell E1. Suppose we write its equation number 2. So similarly we can find out values of current I2 flowing through cells E2. Here point B1 and B2 are connected exactly similarly to the second cells. Hence dividing the second cells we can write also potential V is equal to VB1 minus VB2. So for second cells, potential difference V is equal to VB 2 VB1 minus VB2. VB1 minus potential VB2. So also for second cells, the potential difference V is equal to second cell of EMF E2 minus current flowing fluid is I2 and its internal resistance is R2. So therefore I2 R2 is equal to E2 minus V, or also I2 is equal to E2 minus V upon R2. This is the values of current I2 flowing through the second cells. I2 equal E2 minus V upon R2. Suppose we will write its equation number 3. Now the current I1 and I2 flowing through each of the branch, then the total current we can write I equal I1 plus I2. So I equal I1 plus I2. So substituting values of I1 from equation 2 and 3, I2 from equation 3 in this equation, then we will write I equal, substitute I1 and I2 from equation 2 and 3, then we get so therefore I is equal to I1 E1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 minus V upon R2. So in this way we can put the values of I1 and I2 in the equation I equal I1 plus I2. Now it's split up, or E1 upon R1 minus V upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus V upon R2. So therefore also we can write here E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus, take common here, then the brackets will get V upon R1 plus V upon R2. Take commons, negative sign. Also take commons from this equation, the potential V. So therefore we can write it I equal E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 minus V 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Let's take common, minus sign also V symbols, that is potential difference. Now here we can arrange the terms, that is minus potentials in bracket 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, take another sides, then this is the positive, so therefore we can write V in bracket 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to, minus sign will get positive, so other sides E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. Here sign of total current is positive, take RHS sides, then it will be negative, that is minus I. So therefore we will take the LCM V in bracket R1 R2, here R2 plus R1, or also you can write R1 plus R2 is equal to, here also E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 will take the LCM of these terms, so we can write here R1 R2 product E1 R2 plus E2 R1 bracket complete minus I, that is take the LCMs of these bracket terms. Or also you can write these terms V upon V is equal to, then E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 minus I into R1 R2 R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. So the sum terms will get cancelled out here, that is multiply R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2, two is terms in the brackets. So therefore E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 R2 will get cancels, so remaining terms R1 plus R2 minus I, multiply minus I to these terms, so minus I in bracket terms R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Now the potential V is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2 minus I in bracket R1 plus R2. Next, the equation numbers 4. Suppose this is equation number 4. If we replace the cells by a single cell, connected between points B1 and B2 in the diagrams, the points B1 and B2, in the points the single cell is connected with the EMF of equivalent, that is E equivalent, and the internal resistance of respective cells is R equivalent, is shown in the figures, that is E equivalent and R equivalent of these single cells. Then we can write potential difference V is equal to E equivalent minus I R equivalent, minus I R, that is internal resistance equivalent, E equivalent minus I equivalent. And now this is the equation number 5. Now if you compare the equation 4 and 5, from equation 4 and 5, then the equivalent resistance we will write these terms E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2, and now R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. So we can write from equation 4 and 5 we get E equivalent is equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 upon R1 plus R2, and R equivalent equal R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Thus the equivalent and R equivalent, that is internal resistance equivalent, how to get, that is 1 by R equivalent equal, that is we can write R equivalent is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Now these cells are arranged in parallel combination, then across it we can find out R equivalent. So in this way, now take the ratios E equivalent and R equivalent of both of these. Now E equivalent upon R equivalent, that is the ratios of E equivalent and R equivalent. If we take, then the sum factors will get cancelled out and remaining terms E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2. So similarly, suppose another cells are connected in parallel, that is E3, E4, E5, then the ratios of E equivalent and R equivalent is E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 plus E3 upon R3 plus E4 upon R4 plus so on. So for number of cells, suppose equation number 6, number of cells are connected in parallel combination, then their internal resistances we can write is in this way: for n cells connected in parallel, then their equivalent and R equivalent is given by R equivalent, and equivalent is given by R equivalent, so is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 plus 1 upon R suffix n, 1 upon Rn. Suppose number equation 7. And also you can write their ratios, that is E equivalent and R equivalent. E equivalent by R equivalent you can write, so E1 upon R1 plus E2 upon R2 plus E3 upon R3 plus En upon Rn. Thus we can find out their parallel combinations by using this formula. When cells are arranged in parallel combination, then they have some advantages as well as disadvantages. In first point, advantages of cells in parallel. If cells are connected in parallel, and now if one of the cells will get damaged, then the voltage developed across the combination is not break, that is circuit will not break or not open, even the one of the cells will get damaged. So this is one of the advantages. And now disadvantages: the voltage developed across the parallel combinations, the voltage cannot be increased by increasing number of cells, present in the circuit, that is voltage cannot be increased in parallel combination.